Good afternoon, good people. Oh my gosh. Hello, 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 hello. It's a great, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Y'all like my thumbnail today? I'll explain, because let me tell you, and I'm still going to go live later because this wasn't even on my radar until I was on Giving the Real Tea this morning. Shout out to Giving the Real Tea, listening to his commentary. Who else I listened to this morning? Anonymous T, shout out to her. Was listening to her commentary this morning. And then last night I caught a little bit of Empress Radio. Anyway, to know how, honey, let me tell you, the people the people are, I can't even say it's the people. It'd be like, 1, 2, 3 of them. I don't know, 3 stooges that are trolls that like to come in my comments because they don't like me talking about reality TV. They don't like me talking about these shows and all, whatever. They don't like it. They don't like it. And so when I was on Giving a Real Tea this morning, I got a message. I actually screenshotted it before I blocked them. But I'm going to show y'all the message. And this is why we're here this morning. So I wanted to get creative on my thumbnail. I actually like making thumbnails. And I was like, let's dig a little deep in this thumbnail. So this thumbnail blessed my soul, and this is why the thumbnail is what it is this morning. But before we get into it, let me say hello to the people. Good morning, Veronica. How are you? Captain Venus, how are you? I would suggest that you notify all your family and friends. This is going to be a great live today. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see who else we got here. Hi, to Latrice. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Hi, Sean. How are you? Yes, honey. We had to have a clown thumbnail this morning because since we got clowns running around in these YouTube streets, figure we just make a thumbnail dedicated to them. You play clown games, you win clown prizes. Is how I feel. Good morning, Brittany Janae. Good morning, Kimberly Westfield. Oh, goodness. What is a PLL fan? What does that mean? What is a P? Good morning, Linda. What does that mean? What is a PLL? I don't be knowing all these acronyms, so tell me what that means. Lies More Lies, welcome. Colton James, welcome. Pretty Brown Eyes, welcome. S&G, good morning. Good morning. Ham Sandwich, good morning. Good morning, Juice Mo. Drop the T. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, guys. I moisturized last night, then woke up and then tried to just mind my business. I told y'all, for the most part, I'm a spectator, but I'm also a content creator, and I don't care who likes it or not. Listen, y'all love to have given the boss of these shows grief about recapping Real Housewives, but the reality is that we cannot take his experience from him. He was a producer on these shows. So y'all can't take it, so he can speak to whatever he want to speak to. If y'all don't want him to speak to it, then stop listening to what he's talking about. Likewise, y'all can never take my experience from me being on this show. I can say what I want to say. Oh, Pretty Little Lies. Yes, I did like that show. I can say what I want to say. My experience is my experience. Doesn't matter if you like me talking about it or not. Now, what I am going to challenge y'all to do, because I do find that a lot of the people that are in these reality TV YouTube streets, y'all are great investigators. So I am going to enlist you guys' help to see if we can find out who the culprit is, because I want to actually dissect the message that was put on my channel. See, a lot of y'all don't even pay attention half the time and don't realize that some of us are really good investigators and we can get to the bottom of it. No, Tia, I don't like black pantyhose and white pumps. I can't stand it. Much like I can't stand people that like to just troll for no good reason. If you don't like my commentary and you don't like what I talk about, then don't come over here. It's really that simple. But I actually screenshotted this particular stooge, and I wanted to show it to you guys so y'all can actually see, and maybe, just maybe, we can find out who the culprit is, because there are some key things that were said in this message that lead me to believe that they might be on the inside, not the outside. Okay, y'all tell me what you think. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all's viewing pleasure. We'll pull it up for y'all's viewing pleasure. Now, see, this is the part where people be like, when are messy? It's not that I'm messy, but some of y'all play too much. And this is why I am the way I am, because some of y'all love to play these games and y'all think y'all can do this stuff without consequence. And then when somebody like me comes along who's time enough for you, then all of a sudden your feelings is hurt. That's not my problem. You should have left me alone because I was over here minding my pretty little business, giving my commentary like every other content creator on YouTube is allowed to do. The way I see it is that since they couldn't pay me on this show, honey, might as well make money off of it on these YouTube streets. I call it restitution. I consider YouTube my restitution for my non-lucrative experience on reality TV. So, see, you said you love a little mystery. Well, let's go ahead and dig in together. I feel like we could potentially get to the bottom of who likes to play silly games on YouTube. I don't mind it. Let me just go ahead and pull it up. Let's just see what we got here. Oh, it's going to make me, don't worry about it. Let me change something right quick. It said the name of my file has to be renamed. Give me 1 second. Ain't going to take but a moment, saints of God. And I don't like to be petty, but I can be. But some of y'all deserve it. Some of y'all play too much and y'all love to come on YouTube and use these fake pages. Let's see. I'm going to just name the image clown. That's all. Call it a clown. Because definitely giving clown behavior. Let's see. Let's try it again. Let's see if I can pull it up. Good afternoon, everyone. Come on in the room, saints of God. And then we're going to get into the conversation that needs to be had. All right. Let's see if y'all can see what I'm seeing. Let's show it. So can y'all see? Hold on. Let me see. Add to stream. There we go. So y'all see this? Passion-PO6DV now. All right, saints, let's see what we're looking at here. Did you go away? Question mark. Why is the production franchise still on your brain? Question mark. You want to be affiliated still, comma. Now it's with Melody in her personal life, period. You probably should have stayed on. I'm assuming they're going to reference Love and Marriage DC. So passion, I'm going to assume, is closely related to some level of production or cast, because why is the production franchise still on your brain? You want to be affiliated still. I'm affiliated by default. Me, I can't change being affiliated with it. It's given. I can't even insult elementary school with this level of dumb foolery. So by default, I will always be affiliated with the show, whether I like it or not. These people got 3 seasons of my life on film. So let's just cut the crap. It sounds like you're upset that I'm talking and telling the inside information as it relates to reality TV. Now it's with Melody and her personal life. Well, as a content creator that talks about reality TV sometimes, and with Melody being a reality TV star, one would think quite naturally I could give an opinion on what is out there in these streets. Public record is going to tell anything that is in court documents, much like the Sonny and Moses situation. So I'm confused. And in fact, I'm not against Melody when I share my thoughts. So I don't know. Passion PO6DV, does that stand for domestic violence? I'm confused. What are y'all thoughts? What do y'all think about Passion PO? BO? So this is what's so funny to me, and I dealt with this. I I dealt with this on the show. Everyone else was allowed to be nasty. Everyone else was allowed to have an opinion. Everyone else was allowed to speak on my personal life. But when you turn the tables on these jokers, all of a sudden I was messy. I was trying to stir up stuff. And never you mind, we had whole people accusing folks of not being good mothers on our cast, but other people are the problem. Anyway, Passion, sorry to break it to you. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking. If anybody wants to try to do some digging and figure out who Passion PO6 DV might be, I say see what you can find. See if they're active on YouTube at all and see if they are, just out here being ridiculous. But it really seems like it's somebody that is definitely team production. Definitely. You said when you make it into the LMH algorithm, some CCs could. I don't listen. I'm in favor of most CCs on this channel. I don't care what CCs talk about. Feel free, make your money. I'm never going to go away. I'm never going to go away. I don't know. Listen, by default, I'm never going to go away unless they wipe all of the footage from Love and Marriage DC, the first 3 seasons. I'm never going to go away. So, no, I didn't go away. As a matter of fact, I turned lemons into lemonade, and I'm pouring me a glass of lemonade as much as I feel like it. I'm from the South. We love lemonade, by the way. So, so y'all get it. If you need to screenshot it, I'm gonna leave it up here just so y'all get the name typed. I don't know who hyphenates in their username. Definitely it's given hidden troll for somebody, but go ahead and screenshot it if you need to, and then see if y'all can investigate. If you come up with someone, feel free to tag me on IG. Feel free to send me a message on IG if you get to the bottom of it. So let's just talk about it. Since people just don't like for me to talk about it, I done tried to tell y'all that there's a lot of fakery and foolishness on these reality TV shows, and a lot of people pretending and acting. And every day I get proved right. So it's not that it's not about being right. It's just the reality. And I get tired of people pretending because they want y'all to believe that they are hot stuff. They get upset when these CCs start digging and doing their homework and finding out the real tea on people on these shows. So now we have another arrest. We have another arrest. At this point, it's what are we doing? Where is the Black excellence of it all? How many more mugshots do we have to go through? How many? Like where is the Black excellence? Where? It's not, we're not focusing on it. We're not highlighting it. It's just a bunch of mess. We have spent the entire summer going over and over things that don't matter. Nothing of a sort has been even closely related to Black excellence. We continue to go over the same things over and over again. And I said, and given a real tea this morning in his comments, I said, I'm gonna be honest. My opinion about some of these cast members are still out as a viewer. Okay, as a viewer, I don't know these people personally. I don't talk to these people regularly. I don't follow their lives. I just don't. But by the same token, as a viewer, my opinion about some of these cast members are still on the fence. Sunny being one of them. I don't understand her angle. I also don't understand her windmilling for the likes of Moses. Y'all can like him all you all want to. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but I'm saying based off of my observation of what's been given, he could be a gem. Okay, he could be. But windmilling for this man who by all counts and purposes, by court records, has a little bit of a janky past, I would never be on this Beyonce's internet windmilling for him, ever. And I honestly feel bad for Sunny because I think she has a lot going for herself. And I hate to see her get tied up and tangled up for the sake of chasing reality TV stardom on the likes of this person. Baby, let me tell you what. I love my man, I do. But you're not about to see me on here windmilling. And I know good and doggone well that it's sketchy. It's sketchy. So now we're supposed to wait until Saturday to get the rundown on what's going on with Moses or Jalen or Jerome. What is his name? Because apparently Moses is not his name. So you mean to tell me you went in the Lord's text, picked out the name Moses, and that's not even his name? What was the point in changing his name? So that right there in and of itself is already sketchy. You can't use your real name. You can't use your government name. We had one of them on Love and Marriage DC. And I tried to tell y'all at the reunion that wasn't what his name was. Y'all want to get all biblical when y'all come on these reality TV shows. And then when people get to dig and find out what your government name is. So you already not trying to be 100 with it. I don't get it. Why are we changing? Like, so now I got questions that need answers. I do. Where's Moses coming from? Like, I don't. Why is your name changed? I didn't change my name. I didn't get the luxury of that. Y'all could look me up. And y'all could ask me about my former castmates. I don't know nothing about what them people doing. Somebody asked me over and giving a real tea. When do you know if this person and that person still together? I don't follow them people's lives. I don't. I couldn't tell you. I don't see them. I don't run into them at the grocery store. Barely see them at events, child. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what these people doing. All I can tell you is what I know for sure. It's no millionaires on this cast. That's what I know. Except for Quick. That I can tell you. Now, people may have made millions in the past. Nobody's speaking of that. But right now, as we know it, nobody's millionaires on that cast but Quick. Proof is in the pudding. I'm not even a millionaire. Never sat here and told nobody that. Do I have a privileged past? Absolutely. I can't help it that my ex played in the NFL. It's what it is. I'm a member of the NFLPA. You can look that up. Yes, I'm still a member of NFL Off the Field Wives Association. I can't change that. That's what it is. I never said I was a millionaire. Never said it. Do I date men with money? Yes, but I didn't date the both of the men's that was on the show. One had fake money because he was robbing folks of their investment. But I didn't know that. Shoot. When he was with me, he was spending money. I didn't know that this money was stolen. And then y'all know the second one didn't have no money. So even the people that claim that I was a gold digger, if I was digging for gold, honey, that gold bucket was as shallow as a puddle. I really tried to get that man an honest chance. I didn't like that they was on there lying, talking about somebody had a fake relationship. Child, it's plenty of folks I could have faked the relationship. At the very least, I would have faked it with somebody that had some money. Both of the men's, Pacino. Both of the men's. And sometimes I feel like I didn't dig for enough gold, truth be told. If I was a gold digger, some people would have never saw the light of day. Never saw the light of day. I'm telling you now. So what we hiding? And this what caused people to dig, because people come on these reality TV shows not being honest. That's just the truth. And then y'all want to say the fans bullying the cast members when they dig up stuff. How about y'all forced us to be honest? I sat there and I still got the footage, because y'all know I got to keep receipts because people like to lie. I still got the footage. I asked a point blank in the period question to our powers that be, what was going on with somebody on, what was going on with a couple of people on my cast, and the question was dodged. Because they protect the people they like. That's what they do. Y'all, a lot of y'all want to sit here and wonder why certain things are not happening to certain cast members on these shows, because they're protected. If they're a favorite of the powers that be, they are protected. It don't matter how raggedy they live in real life, they're protected. My thing is, if you would just tell the truth, people wouldn't have to dig. So then quit calling it reality TV. It's exactly what I call it, manufactured reality. And then you want to get mad at people like me when we start telling the truth about some of this stuff. Winner, you're not innocent either. I never said I was innocent. Did I throw some daggers? You dadgum straight I did. Sure did. Yeah, I threw some daggers. And I also say they deserved it, because they threw daggers at me. Don't get mad at me because my dagger was better than yours. Sharper than yours. So now they mad. They mad because I'm telling the truth, because they be lying. Anybody that come to the DMV, a lot of people tell y'all they don't watch our show because they think most of us are liars, because they see how we live in real life. So then I'm the bad guy for telling y'all the truth. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't support it neither. No, they're not filming yet, Say White. They trying to find new couples. They trying to replace the cast that's broken. Half of your cast is gone. So no, from what I understand, people have been asked to submit couples, but a lot of people don't want to do the show, and a lot of people that got stuff to lose don't want to do the show. From what I understand, most of the people that's been submitted has been submitted by the Tylers. The Tylers submitted quite a number of couples that want to be on TV. No, they haven't started filming yet. They have to repiece this cast back together. It's broken. Somebody said, what did the stooge say? You should have stayed on. I would never stay on. I'm not fake. I'm not about to sit here and pretend. I literally didn't pretend the entire time I was on that show. And yes, people do be lying about these relationships on TV too. So then when people start digging and asking questions, all of a sudden now you want to act like you're so offended that people done peep. Y'all don't really like each other, or y'all not really together. I was asked the question and given a real tea as well. I don't have any information. I don't follow these people TV relationships. Yet, let these ninjas tell it. I'm the one that's faking relationships. Now, what I will admit is that I knew I was going to break up with him towards the end of the season, and I wasn't going to break up with him on TV, on camera. Sure wasn't. So the last two weeks of filming, that's when I pretended, because I didn't want to be with him no more. But I wasn't going to break up with him on camera, because guess what would have happened? If I had broke up with him on camera and I would have decided to come back another season, they would have brought his butt back on that show. So I had to sit there and deal with the breakup of him and I falling apart. And I wasn't doing it. Sure wasn't. So I pretended. And then once we wrapped filming, I went to production and said, I'm not filming no more confessionals with him. So they called him and said, your services are no longer needed. And then they made me and the Duncans refilm our confessionals. So all of the breakup shenanigans that production did in our season is made up. They never captured us breaking up on the show. It's made up and it's make believe. That's why I wouldn't agree with our cast members pretending like and going along with production, lying and saying that I had a problem with Joy, because I didn't. It was a lie that production or editing created. Whoever made the decision, I don't know who, but whoever made the decision to make it seem like I had a problem with Joy, because they didn't have no real context of why we broke up, because I never broke up with him on the show. I waited until we quit filming and then I broke up with him. So you have to learn to be 2 steps ahead of production. I also wasn't argumentative at all season 3 either, on purpose, because I knew I wasn't coming back to the show. So if you want to call that pretend, then sure, I'll own that. But I didn't have no pretend relationship. I just learned I didn't want him. Didn't want to be with him. So they had to make it up. This is what they do. No, he didn't get paid to be on the show. I said he was at reunion, I gave him a participation award. He was a participant. He signed a participation agreement. When you sign a participation agreement, it is no different than signing a release, a media release, and a non-disclosure that you won't be out here telling what's on the show before they air it. You won't be releasing no confidential information. Yeah, it's very little reality in reality TV. Y'all sit here and really be thinking we be just showing up to this stuff. We be having call sheets. I don't care if they get mad at me for saying it. So when I told y'all reality TV education, so y'all know what the heck is going on. Y'all think these people just run into each other at the coffee shop? No, we get a call sheet. You need to be at the coffee shop at 8:35 a.m. The scene starts shooting at 9. Please wear dressy casual. They'll tell you what to wear. Like, make sure it's upscale, it's formal, or it's, dress to impress, or dress comfortably, dress in workout clothes. You said you were straight to the point. I did want him. And this is the thing, y'all. I'm not saying he's a bad person. He good for somebody. He just was not good for me. He wasn't. And I'm allowed to say that. But what pissed me off is don't make it seem like I still got man problems. I ain't missed that man. That man couldn't do nothing for me. And I didn't want to do nothing for him. And I do believe he was an opportunist. He was pretending. He didn't even like me like that. So at the reunion, I gave him a participation award with his government name on there, because the name that he has on the show is not his government name. That's not what his mama named him. It's not what's on his well, do he have a passport? I don't know that he has a passport, but I do know he has a driver's license, and that is not what is on his driver's license. So these people come on these shows using aliases. I didn't get to use my alias. If we just using aliases, then shoot, I should have went by Spring. And I'm not telling y'all nothing that's a lie. Y'all can go right and look at it. And like I said, I'm not saying he's the devil. Just I didn't care for him. He wasn't for me. I tried. It didn't work. Just like them jokers left out all the context about why I introduced him to my kids. My kids asked to meet him. And I did a whole confessional explaining that. But let these jokers tell it. They done aired it like I just introduced all these people to my kids. I don't do stuff like that. My kids will tell you that. They wanted to meet and vet him for me. And I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. Actually, my oldest baby is homesick today. Bless her little heart. But she'll tell you. She said, Mama, he seems like a nice enough person. But honestly, I don't even know that he could afford to take us all out to eat. And that was her honest assessment. God is my witness. And she was like, I'm not saying he has to be rich, but is he able to cover the check of all of us if we go out to eat? And it doesn't seem that way. And she was like, Mom, you just need somebody normal That's like dad. Like, find you somebody that's got a good profession, that's just normal. But stop trying to go after these aspiring artist types and celebrities, aspiring celebrities. Like, you just need somebody normal. And I had to respect it. I had to respect it. That was her honest opinion. Kayla, am I lying? No. You heard my baby. That's exactly what she said. And she just confirmed that's exactly what she told me. So I'm not telling y'all something I'm making up. I told you I have no reason to lie. Now, people might say, when are you being shady? You being low? You being nasty? You can say whatever you want. Doesn't make it any less true. That was my daughter's, my oldest daughter's honest opinion of him. So I have to take that into consideration, which is why they wanted to meet him early. And it was the truth. By the time we got the digging, he didn't have nothing. Listen, it's not about a man being rich. But I told y'all, it was just not, we didn't have nothing in common. Not like that. And then the religion thing just sent me over the edge. And I have nothing against people of different religions, but baby, we serve the Lord over here. And he couldn't figure out which side of the religious fence that he could have been on. So, like my daughter was saying, seems like a nice enough guy. I just don't think he's the right guy for you. Like, y'all just she thought we've seen mismatch. And we were. I was just trying to give him an honest chance. But don't come on this internet lying like some of y'all do. Lying about y'all relationships. Acting like y'all so in love. And y'all know good and well y'all don't even like each other. Or y'all forging these fake relationships for the sake of a check. And it's a lot of that happens. Y'all can read the room. Y'all know when these people like each other, when they don't. Y'all know this. It's not that hard to tell. Half of these people don't like each other. That is the truth. I'm telling you, you can tell. A lot of these people pretend they don't like each other. And I wish they did, but they don't. And it's very obvious. Yeah, the kids gonna tell the truth every time. My kids are honest. I have given them permission to be honest because of what I went through with the scammer. You could tell. And they did. Say why you ain't lying. They did try to eat me up over that. And I'm like, y'all little lying bastards. I love saying bastards. It's one of my favorite words. Little lying bastards over here talking about you missed out on a good man. And then don't even get me started about some of the other reality TV stars that tried to chime in to defend them. And then they went raggediness. You the least person need to be over here chiming in on anything with the mess you signed up for. Shoot. Half of these men don't even wear wedding rings. Let's talk about that since you so in love. Half of these men don't even have wedding rings on. If y'all pay attention. In everybody DM but your wives. Well, you know what, Roxy, I think that's the thing to get on my nerves is that people want to pretend like we don't know that a lot of this stuff is fake. And then when the fans or the audience don't fall for it, which I don't like to call y'all fans, y'all just viewers. Y'all just viewers. But when the audience figure out that y'all playing around, that we over here playing and not for real with some of this stuff, now you upset. Now people's bullying the cast and I'm not saying it ain't no people that now some of the people that follow the show do take it too far. They do. They take it too far. Now I'm not saying that. They do take it too far, but some of y'all just don't like that y'all get found out with these lies. Y'all want people to accept these lies for face value. And then what the stooge say? I burned my bridge. I done tried to tell you yesterday, you dummy, that I don't burn no bridge that I intend to walk back over. So you better believe if I burnt it, I meant it. I don't want to walk back over the bridge. They don't pay enough over there. Okay? My water bill was higher than my check. I'm counting down the days. You let April 27th roll around here. When I get away from under this year hold, my attorney, it combs through that to see what I can and can't say, excuse me, not see, but say. And if I'm free and clear, now I'm gonna sing like a mockingbird, because I'm really tired of people playing around. Don't nobody got time to play. And really, maybe I would be quiet if y'all would issue an apology, because some of y'all blatantly lied on these YouTube streets. Got on this Beyonce's internet lying. So sure, if you apologize, then I'll stop talking. You want to issue an apology and apologize? Sure, I'll be quiet. I said it. Now what? Now what? What I lied about? What you got proof that I lied about? I'm waiting on some check stubs to come through. Don't show me no season 4 check stub either. I want season 1 through 3. What was you paid 1 through 3, and tell me I was lying? Y'all know I pull up text messages and everything, check stubs, emails. I'm not going to stop talking. So you might as well just quit coming over here saying that. You can say it until you blue in the face. All you're doing is adding to my bottom line on YouTube. Every time you come over here and comment, you add to the algorithm for me. So sure, you want to keep coming over here? Hey, T-Talk. Hey, healthcare workers. Thank you, Sean. Who gonna check me, boo? And I purposely don't say nothing where you can come over here and try to strike my channel. I'm pretty clever that way. I hate being lied on. Tennessee, girl, honey, you can tell 3,000 lies. Just don't lie on me. That's the problem I have. I don't care about you telling lies, but don't lie on me. And I don't care if you mad. Do better. Well, you just quit talking about it. I don't know why she keeps talking about her former castmates. Reality TV stars just do too much. Well, maybe we would stay where we were if we were compensated for what we're doing and the way our lives are manipulated and tore up. I would just rather create my own content and get paid for it. When are you just burn your bridge? What? Is it the highway to heaven? Is it the highway to heaven bridge? Because unless it's that bridge, who cares? Now let's go back to the clowns and the counterfeits. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all, people come on these shows with this clown behavior and be over here lying, which is why I call it clowns and counterfeits. Now, true story. I wrote a book. Let me see if I can find it. I wrote a book called Clowns, Counterfeits, and Covenant. Now, let me see if I can find this darn thing. I wrote a book once. Now, granted, I don't sell the book anymore. Well, I said I was going to re-release it. I had to make a few changes because after dealing with a clown and a counterfeit myself, there's some things I would like to tell people in recognition of a clown. Clowns can be very clever counterfeits, actually. And they talk a good game. And sometimes it takes a while. It's not in my, it's on my other drive. Anyway, I wrote a book called Clowns, Counterfeits, and Covenant. I really tried to. You said the bridge to hell. I'm trying to tell you. The bridge to hell. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, thank you so much, Nana. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But my thing is, I don't know the reason why Moses is locked up. What I do say is, I don't think this is news to production. I don't think this is news. I think it was a conscious choice made, and I think there was a conscious cover-up done. That's what I think. Yes, shout out to Nana75 for the super sticker. And let me just shout out the cash apps, the blessed seeds. Hold on. Y'all deserve to be acknowledged. Give me 1 second, because I do appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. You don't have to do that. Phyllis, thank you so much for your cash app. Wilma, thank you so much for your cash app. Wilma Cole Beauty, I appreciate you. Tanya, Burks TY, I appreciate your cash app. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good morning, Regina. But yeah, I think it's conscious cover up. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Oh my gosh, yo, let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to see, because y'all know I like to show actual receipts. I don't like to play on here. Now when we talk about receipt time, man, you know what? Actually, if you are a IC Insider and you're in my IC Insider community, I'm going to pull the receipt and I'm going to put it in our community chat. But I'm going to tell y'all, this is why I believe that it's a lot of times production be knowing what be going on with people, because I do believe somebody sent me pertinent information about different people on my cast when we were getting ready to film the reunion. And the receipt I want to put is so you guys can see the date. I believe I should be able to show the date that somebody sent it to me, but I was getting ready to go to reunion, and the audience doesn't know exactly when we're going to film. This is why I personally think it was a member of production. I also told y'all that my makeup artist was asked at reunion season 1. They were asked personal information about me and asked me what did they know about me, and did they have any additional tea on me. And don't think I don't know who asked her, because she told me directly. And she's like, I think you should know that I was asked this when I was doing somebody's makeup. Scoundrel. That's dirty. So these people, so y'all want to talk about, oh, don't blame production, don't blame editing. Well, they intentionally dig up dirt on us. And I know for a fact that members of the departments were asking around town, and actually people find out who production is and send information on us to production. Absolutely. That is done. Yeah, that's low, Pacino. I'm telling you what I know. So I believe whoever was digging up, I know for a fact that somebody's side piece was asked, alleged side piece was asked to be on the show. And that particular person declined because they had a pedophile charge. So this is the type of stuff that is done behind our back. Yep. CC, let me put your comment up here. You telling the truth? Yes, they do. They do the most. I know for a fact certain things are leaked to blogs on us. And no, that's not a fair system. My thing is, don't sit here and say that we should know what's going on. We don't always know what's going on. I'm not lying to y'all. I promise you, I literally have the receipt. I was supposed to, so they wanted me to come out with that information at reunion. It was sent to me. Thank you for your cash app, Miss Natty. It was sent, I promise you, it was sent to me. Wait till we get into this Icy Insider. And this is exactly why I want to get a Patreon, because I know some of y'all jokers like to try to sneak into these chats to see what I'm talking about. but I'm still put it in there. But I know for a fact that not only that, let me see. Hold on, because somebody else sent me this too. That's why I started speaking up. So I had a strategy. Once these actually it was two different people. Once these people emailed me and I found out what was happening. Hold on. Oh, let me see if it's so far down in my messages. I gotta figure out a specific word to look up so to pull it up. Blame. Let me see if I can find it. Because it's been so long ago, but it's a certain thing. Let me see if I can find it. Because I try not to delete a doggone thing. Oh, here we go. I found it, y'all. Hold on. So, June 12th, 2022. Literally, oh my gosh. They said, get the real questions asked at the reunion since they want to sit and be fake while filming, trying to make you out to be the bad guy. This is literally what was sent to me. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's so much, it just don't even make sense. And it's on everybody. It's on everybody. This was sent to me June 12th, 2022. And then they followed up on June 13th and they asked, well, did you use any of the information I sent you? And I said, nope, I didn't. And they said, oh, why not? But I told y'all, because of something that was said to me at a reunion, I didn't trust it because I felt like it was a member of production doing it. But they sent me, y'all. Actually, somebody on our cast wasn't telling their real profession. Whoever sent me this told me one of our cast members' real profession. And I mean, y'all, it's some crazy alleged stuff in here. I'm not even kidding. So people love to say that I was being messy. I was not. I have never in not one time dug up any information on my cast. I don't do that. I don't do that. But this is what was sent to me 2 days before we filmed Reunion. And once I got to Reunion and started seeing how things were done, I said, oh, this is a setup. I believe they wanted to see how dirty I could be. They wanted to see if I had the capacity to be low. And I'm not low like that. Oh, Philly girl, I know. I know you telling the truth on that. I know they'll sign up just to see what I'm talking about. And yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure if you're in here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, please. Don't leave without touching that subscribe button. But I didn't trust it. They accused one of my castmates of sleeping with half of DC. Y'all, it's crazy. A lot of stuff in here. That's not Winter being messy. This is stuff that people do. When you on reality TV, they start digging. The problem is that I came in telling all my business. So you ain't about to make me feel bad for something I was willing to tell. Shoot. Right, chef, pay the troll, dummies. So no, the playing field is actually not all that fair. I save everything. Because like I said, I knew one day I would need it because a lot of people like to lie. They love to lie, and I don't have time to play them games. Don't come over here. S&G, I believe that. I do believe that T is intentionally released. Yes, I do. I absolutely believe that. But I'm telling you, this is no different than what happened before I left. That they tried to spin it and make it seem like I was going to bloggers trying to tell false information and that I had went to that preacher and was trying to make up lies. No, that preacher lied. I'm never changing that on everything I love. God, strike me down and take me now. I promise you that man said that day. And I actually defended my cast member. So for them to turn it around and make it seem like I was lying and being messy, that's not okay. And I'm still not done with that. Don't you even worry about it. I'm not done with it because it was a blatant defamation of character. And that's not okay. Some things I'm not going to toy with. This is why you have a legal team, but I'm still not okay with that. And as a matter of fact, we have information even on the ex-police officer. We could actually get him fired because he was actually using his jobs page to spy on me. Why are you spying on me if I'm the liar and I'm being messy? I don't have a reason to spy on you. You best believe it's recorded. So this is the type of stuff that people do. And yes, they are dirty. So it's not always us that's doing this stuff. And no, you can't sit here and pretend to have clean hands when it's clear that it's a track record of messiness. It's a track record of produced drama. It's a track record of certain people being targeted and certain people being protected. And then when you try to turn water into wine, because let's be clear, I'm gonna call a thing a thing. Some of these reality stars have the personality of a paper bag. Seriously. Some of these reality stars don't have it yet because they want to be seen and famous so bad. They come to these type of productions because a lot of times, I'm going to be honest, the first season, they had a hard time casting our show because a lot of people in the DMV didn't want to be on the show. This is why it's taken so long this time. Because they're still trying to find people to be on the cast. They got to repair the cast, y'all. But you find people that just want to be famous enough and they'll get on these shows. And I'm going to tell you now, Bravo wouldn't touch half of these people. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. I literally talked to a Bravo producer who literally said a few people on our cast, they don't understand why our production company even think they're star material. Like he was confused. He said, I don't understand why they don't see it. Like they would never. Bravo would never. So it's like, I guess I told y'all, don't be coming over here to myself. I don't sit here and tout being a celebrity. I mean, I guess I'm some version of it, but if we're a version of celebrity, I mean, we E-list celebrities. We E-list. So basically, we the rejects of the real Bravo celebrities. Never would have made it. Baby, Bravo wouldn't touch not half of the people that be on these productions. Y'all cannot like Mary Crosby all y'all want to, but Mary's a star. If y'all want to be out here acting like with your nose stuck up, being an E-list celebrity, sure. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. If you want to brag about being an E-list, sure. That's why I be on here enjoying talking to y'all. I mean, might as well turn lemons into lemonade. Child, I'm going to tell you now, I was blown away when I heard somebody say they couldn't leave their house because they was on our show. They can't even leave the house anymore. I'm like, child, you can leave the house. Everybody don't know you. Everybody don't know who you are. Stop it. This is what I'm saying. People love to get on these shows and act like they just this, that, and the third, babe. Denzel don't know who we are. I work for Oprah. Oprah's not watching this show like that. She might watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. I love Mary Down, honey. She tickles me. I got the call from Oprah. Oprah don't even know your number. Cut it out. She might be aware. She might be aware. But let's be clear. You're not getting invited to Oprah's chateau. We can't even leave the house now. Child, don't nobody know us like that in the DMV. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that some people be like, y'all ready for a season of Love and Marriage DC to come out? People be like, what show is that? What show is that again? I'm sorry, I've never heard of the show. Child, I be so tickled. I be so tickled. Not us gassing ourselves up. Not us gassing ourselves up. Y'all got to cut it out. Ain't nobody watching you, Willis. I know them bastards hate me. They be like, what are... She messy. She talk too much. Child, take it up with Jesus. In real life, though, I really don't. I just be minding my own business. I don't be care. I really don't know what these people be doing. I'm trying to tell you real life. I just know whatever you see from over here is what you get. I know I'm not over here having to fake no trip to London. I didn't have to fake no trips overseas. I know my man is able to get me out of the DMV. That is not for pretend. People be famous in their own mind. It's fine. I actually subscribe to the Bible. A man ought to not think any higher of himself than he ought to. And a lot of these people high off themselves. It don't mean they high off nothing else. And my thing is, if you at least gonna have any sort of celebrity, at least, use your E-list celebrityism for good. Use it for good. I know he don't have monopoly money. How I see you probably not lying like that. Not CIAA weekend famous now. Brandy, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. No, my thing is people lie, and I don't like for people to lie. It really irritates me. Just be who you are. If you're hood rich and hood famous, then be honest about it. If you have monopoly money, be honest about it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to be not where you want to be, but just don't pretend. You're not about to rent a dress and rent a tux on my watch and then claim that you balling. That's like me, what do you call it? Rent the runway. You're not gonna sit here and try to pretend like you got money when you just renting the runway. CDW, I couldn't tell you. It's still E-list though. But y'all love to just believe these folks. Y'all really think they be having money. Borrowing each other's shoes, borrowing each other's watches. It's all sorts of stuff that happen that y'all just have no clue about. I think it was understood that some people on our show share Rolexes. You're not that rich if you got to share a Rolex. Everybody should have their own. I don't have a Rolex, but I'm not gonna rent the runway either, and I'm definitely not gonna borrow my friends. You cannot like me all you want to. Chef Don Don, it was actually recorded. They cut it. It was actually in a scene. Now you can ask Ashley Silver that. I'm not lying to y'all. It was actually recorded, but because they love to protect folks, they'll cut it out. But let me have been borrowing somebody's Louis Vuitton, Louboutins. Let me have been over here borrowing Chanel. They would have told it. They literally would have told it. They would have told all my business. Let them heifers have found out that I was over here renting a runway. Shoot. That was another thing I said, Jacqueline. The Howard Theater seats 1,200 people. Ain't no god doggone way you sold out 1,200 folks. I know better. It was all condensed. People were sitting right in the middle. People are credit rich. But they definitely would have blasted me had they known I was out here renting a runway. And the reality is that they tried to come for me. What was it, season 1? Because I was showing up with all of this designer stuff. But one thing's for certain and two things for sure, babe. I don't have to lay on my back to get money. Unlike some others. I done tried to tell y'all I can't help it that I'm wifeable. I have a knack for men wanting to spoil me. Not because I ask and not because I have to lay on my back to get it. You said how dreadful. It's the truth. You won't hear people around here saying that I'm a Rolling Stone. You won't hear people around here saying that winter's around here dipping it low, spreading it wide. Wherever I'm laying my hat is my home. You won't hear men over here talking about something. I'm dipping it low, spreading it wide. That's not my story. You might can accuse me of being a gold digger, but baby, I'm not laying on my back for it. Yeah, the things people do for money. But people want to judge me because men like to treat me well, and I don't even date that. It's honestly, you said I can read, but thank you, Miss AK. I sure hope you can. But they tried this, they legit. So that was actually something else that somebody sent me, that they were trying to lie and say I was seeing somebody while they were with somebody else. And I'm like, that's not even true. I got the receipts on that. But they protect them people. I'm telling you now, they protect more than y'all realize. And I'm not going to apologize for men wanting to give me nice things. Maybe I could teach a class. Money can't buy you class. And sometimes, no matter how E-list of a celebrity you may be, you're still, at the end of the day. Let me hush. It's really not that hard to connect the dots. I done told y'all one of my friends' wives got hit on. by a supposed married man. And why do they protect the fake ones? Because the fake ones are willing to pretend and keep up appearances, and the ones they like that are willing to uphold the brand. A friend of mine posted a screenshot. His wife got hit on by a married man. And she was like, "Aren't you on that show? Aren't you married?" He said so. I ain't even got to look that hard. I can go right on Facebook and pull this receipt, honey. Counterfeits. We just regular folks. They got put on a TV show for $3. I mean, I guess we had about 300, 400,000 people watching us. I guess we can add it to the resume. I be so irritated when people be, I'm like, it's formerly of. People like, when are you sound bitter? Nope. I just decided to make lemonade out of my lemons. Oh gosh. Yeah, now I love you. Listen, YouTube has been therapeutic for me. It has really helped in my healing process. I actually listen, 12 quarters, too fat, too feisty, 12 quarters. This is why I like coming over here. Because I can just really be myself. They can be mad at me all. They ain't never got to talk to me again. I promise you. It'll be, if they ever talk to me again, it'll be too soon. Not unless it's enough to open their mouth to give me an apology for they lying. Jacqueline, I assume so. I really couldn't tell you. I literally don't follow them people. I told y'all I don't follow reality TV relationships like that. I have no clue. There's a lot of speculation out there. I really couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. But I do know that people are willing to pretend for the sake of a storyline. So do with it what you will. I mean, I hope they married and I hope they fine. In my opinion, I will not give you a bad edit as long as you do the dirty work for me. Just promote your business while on screen, but we see straight. Yeah. Now, lies, more lies. I do feel that way. I think if you're willing to drink the Kool-Aid and jump when they ask how high, when they tell you to jump, then I feel like, yes, there's a level of protection you get, and you're never going to be able to make me believe differently. Because I'm going to tell you now, I'm telling y'all, it's so much stuff that they cut out that would have had y'all really looking at people for what it was versus the story they wanted to tell. And then you legitimately have people willing to lie and play up the fake storylines instead of just being honest. And my point was proven at the podcast, which is why I didn't want to go. I didn't want to sit up there and be fake. I told y'all they were going to be forced to make up and play nice. So you mean to tell me you spend 4 months dragging me, talking about me, wishing me dead, telling me I'm all sorts of bees and hoes and all this stuff. And then because somebody snapped their finger and was like, if y'all want to show, y'all going to have to kiss and make up. All of a sudden, y'all hugging at the end of the podcast. Y'all just hated each other so much, but now y'all can hug and make up. Let us work it out. Let us hug. Let us work through. Y'all not. Cut it out. These people still don't talk to each other. That's what I'm telling y'all. They're not friends. They still don't talk to each other. They still don't hang out. They still are not okay. It's a lie. Child, that's a lie. That's not true. You can see the protection for a lot of them. Just pay attention. Just pay attention. But again, truth tellers are villainized. Winter's bitter. Winter won't move on. Winter needs to leave her former castmates alone. These are all the things that people will say, and that in and of itself should let you know that I'm telling the truth. Look at Cassie. Cassie was villainized till the truth came out. And baby, I'm waiting. Little by little, y'all starting to see a little bit, little by little. But one of these days, the lid's going to get blown off. When the lid get blown off, I don't y'all come over here telling us, well, winter said it, and y'all the main ones that was over here trolling, talking about somebody was bitter. I don't have a reason to be bitter. Some things are just the truth, whether you like it or not. I told y'all, I honestly don't even have anything against Carlos. I really don't. He may not like that I'm honest, and I was honest about my experience, and that I did Queen Sheba. He may be upset with that. I was not trying to attack him. I was just honest about my experience, and I will always stand on what I said. I didn't say anything wrong. You don't have to like it. You don't have to support it, and you don't even have to apologize. I would love if he would have, because I'm owed one for my experience, because it was trash. But even if you don't, it still don't make it any less true. And I'm never going to go back and recant it. And you can say I burned every bridge from here to hell. I don't care. It'll always be my truth. I literally had some of the cast members mad at me because I told y'all what we didn't get paid. Specifically, I literally somebody told me, like, you had these people believe we only getting $2,500 an episode. I said I was specific. I said with the exclusion of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I know they started off low, but eventually they started making money. That ain't the case for the rest of us. And I said, if y'all believe I'm lying, feel free to show your stub where you made more money, but I know better. I absolutely know better. Not only do I know better, I have proof. It's no different than me being honest and telling y'all we didn't get paid for 3 months. Not lying about that either. We got too many emails that support all of us asking where our money is. Everybody worked all that type of time and not wait 3 months to get freaking paid. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even pay. I was supposed to reimburse my dancers for the romancipation out of my check, even though the check wasn't that much. I was gonna pay them for their time for filming the show, and I was late paying them because they didn't pay us. So eventually, after contacting them and was like, listen, like, I have invoices to clear. What is going on? Ask my dancers how long they had to wait to get paid. Yeah, they love to call people bitter when we tell our truth. That's why I don't be studying them, and that's why I went live today, so they can be mad again. Send somebody else over here. Send somebody else over here running their mouth. True story. Now, some of the people that love being in the spotlight ain't gonna tell y'all the truth, but it don't matter if they tell the truth. I'm telling y'all what's documented. I'm not just pulling stuff out of my butt. I'm telling y'all what I know. We weren't paid for a long time. And as a matter of fact, we was asking each other if we had gotten paid yet. I have so many text messages. So many text messages for that. So many emails. We was asking a person that was in charge of payment, like, what is going on? Child, I don't know. I'm sure it's coming. Right, Cashy Doll. Thanks for your view. Thanks for adding. Thanks for adding. Oh, Sakithia. Your daughter was one of my dancers. Your daughter, so you know I'm telling the truth. So yes, Brittany was one of my dancers. You said it was okay, Brittany. Look, I appreciate that. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I hate not paying my invoices in a timely manner. But we literally did not get paid for 3 months. So thank you, Sakithia, for speaking up. You know, I'm seriously, I'm not lying. I'm telling y'all. No, we're not paid during the hiatus. That's not how it works. We are paid while we're filming. Typically, so I'm gonna be honest. How we were paid season 1 and season 2 was very different than how we were paid season 3. Now we have our own suspicions as to why we were not paid in a timely fashion. Even some of our hairstylists and stuff were paid very weirdly. But I will say season 1, we were paid every week we were filming. We were not paid when the season airs. We're paid while we're filming. So every week we film, we should get a check. So typically what happens, we film the length of the season. So if we have 13 episodes, we film 13 weeks. If we film 26 episodes, we're paid 26 weeks, right? So essentially what happened was that was what we were used to. And then when we started filming season 3, we didn't get paid. So we all started asking like, hey, did you get your payment? Did you get your payment? We found out nobody had gotten their payment. Now at the time, I was talking to the Duncans all the time. And so we talked. This is not stuff we make up. Like, we literally talked. And Sherelle would be like, hey, like, did you get paid? And I'm like, no, did you get paid? She didn't know. She thought this was normal. And I'm like, no, this is not normal. Like, we usually would have been paid right now. I don't know what's going on. So season 3 was the first time that payments were off, and they never gave us an explanation. They kept telling us, well, we changed how we pay, and you don't get paid until you confirm to be in an episode. And even still, once that was done, we still should have been paid at a certain time. But after 3 months, it's ridiculous. We have to pay people. We have invoices. We have hair, we have makeup, we have wardrobe. In my case, I had dancers that agreed to do it in efforts of me paying them once I got compensated through the show. And they literally took months. We're not 1099 employees. Listen, that's a whole nother discussion. That's a whole other discussion. But we are not 1099. Now, if we were supposed to be, that ain't how we were paid. And that's not on us. But we literally have to file a W-2. And that's all I can go by is what's on my taxes. I didn't file a 1099, 1098T, whatever you call it, 1099. I didn't file one of those. I literally got a W-2. We get a W-2 every year. So, employee. So, I don't know. They want to explain that, sure. You want to be mad at me for being honest about that? I don't know why. Maybe give an explanation as to why it wasn't timely. I don't have any answers. Only they can answer that. All I know is I was on the receiving end. So it's literally buffoonery to me for people to sit here and accuse me of wanting to go back to something where it just was some funny business going on. And it wasn't worth it. Not money wise. Now it's worth it. So thank you. It's worth it to my YouTube channel. Might as well make some money off of the experience somehow. It's the least they could do. I told y'all I don't know what the reason was for why we didn't get paid for so long. We just didn't. I can't control that we didn't. It's just the reality. I would have loved to gotten paid on time, so I could have paid these babies on time. Shoot. Anyway, I'm gonna take some questions. I'm gonna take some questions. You guys have any questions for me? I'll answer right quick. On Natty, I'm not sure if it does or not. I'd be really curious to know. Hi, dear Yvette. Hello, hello. I know if they watch this channel, they'd be sick. You shouldn't be, though. I'm not trying to just tell all your business. It just is literally what happens. But it be some dirtiness going on. And that's the part I don't like. It really do be some dirtiness. Now, let me pause and encourage y'all to go follow me on Instagram at I'm Simply Winter. Follow me on Twitter at I'm Simply Winter. TikTok, I'm Simply Winter. Let's see, Threads, I'm Simply Winter. And then Simply Winter on Facebook. Make sure you guys give me a follow on those platforms. Would love to get your follow. So that's a great question. What was my expectations in joining the show? So true story. When I talked to Monique, who originally asked me to do just one scene, my expectations, y'all, was to just have an opportunity to share my story. Monique literally told me, Winter, your story is going to help so many people. It's really going to inspire a lot of women that have gone through the same thing. That was my expectation. I thought this was a real opportunity to share my testimony. I'm not even kidding. Y'all have to understand, I was churchy then. So this had nothing to do about being famous. In fact, I was excited because I felt like God was opening up a door for me to expand my ministry. That's the truth. So that's what I wanted to get out of the show. I didn't have a product to sell. I didn't even know that I was supposed to have a product to sell. Nobody really told me that. In fact, when I came up with the jingle on Sign My Papers, this is how I met Black. Because Carlos messaged me in my DMs and said, Winter, listen to me. You need to get in the studio and get this recorded. And then I want you to release it. You need to capitalize off this song going viral. Y'all, that's what I did. So Caressa hooked me up with Black. Black finished writing the song, and we dropped it as a release. I didn't sign up to be no singer. Wasn't trying to be an artist. I thought I was just happy to share my story. Happy to expose the scammer for scamming, because I knew it was a broad way to put his name and his face out there. And nobody even asked him to bring his happy behind on the show. He could have declined. But because he was so thirsty and thought he could use it as an opportunity to try to win me back, which I don't know who told him that lie. And I wouldn't be surprised if they told him he would have an opportunity to speak to me, knowing good and doggone well he would not. And he literally thought he was going to come on there and get some sympathy. And he got ate up and exposed. So somebody told me they ran into him, and he don't even want no association with the show, because that literally, it outed him. He has to move very, very discreetly now, thanks to the show. Thank God. So I was hopeful that it would get my message out. That was my only reason, y'all. It had nothing to do with me being famous. It had nothing to do with me trying to be seen. Like for the lies that some of the people tell on these shows, I was clout chasing for what? You think somebody want to willingly get on national TV and put all their business out there to be scrutinized when you already going through a lot? No. I really thought I was given an opportunity to really share my testimony. Like, you know what? It sucks, but other people need to know about this. Everybody needs to know. We don't. So Jacqueline, I'm telling you now, we do not get a 1099. We get a W-2. And yes, we did get that on time. We did get that on time. I haven't talked to her in ages, Regina. Haven't talked to her in ages. I think it was made pretty clear to me that I was not her friend at reunion. You ain't got to tell me twice. Consider it understood. How many hours y'all work a week? It depends on how much you film. Some people work anywhere between 5 and 10 hours a week. Other people work 20 to 30, sometimes 40. Y'all be some long filming hours. So everybody's, differs. But if you're main cast, we film a lot. Oh, goodness. Child. Hey, Tina Turner. You know what? Not a sweatshop. Why do you think? I have no clue. If he is. No, not at all, Tracy. I think this is my opinion. Don't make it law, y'all. I can only give my opinion. My opinion is that I just think Mel's popularity outgrew the show, and that popularity hinders how much they can really manipulate and maneuver, because if there's anything that is anti-Mel, Mel's fans will be on that tail. So I don't think it's that they necessarily dislike Mel. I think they dislike Mel's influence. That's my opinion. I'm going to tell you now, there was a concerted effort to ruin my influence because they realized that I had become a fan favorite. So they had to try to change that because they've already experienced that once. They can't have people with fan favorites, fan base getting out of hand. Now, what they also didn't see coming was me getting my happy behind on YouTube, building my own community. So the issue they have going forward is that I've had a lot of time to build my community. I also don't lie to my community either. And at this point, they're going to have a hard time. So this is why I believe a lot of people have become silent, because they also don't want to give energy, because they know that if they speak to it, they give energy to it. And the best thing they can do is just hope that it die down. So I don't believe it's a dislike of Mel. It's a dislike of her influence. Yep, T-Talk. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that's another reason why. Yep, I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. You now you got to figure out another angle. You got to figure out another angle. Period. You don't get to just do what you want. And I do feel like there's a loss of control of the show for sure, because you can't control the fan base anymore. Fan base is off the rails. I mean, I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, let's be clear. I think that a lot of reality TV is just lackluster. And instead of just trying to revamp it and come up with something more interesting, you keep doing the same thing. Well, fans are tired of it. You said you definitely was a fan favorite. I only came back the second season because you came back. Child, let some of these people tell it I was a non-factor. We all know better, though. I'm trying to tell y'all what the situation was. So lies, more lies. A lot of it has to do with trying to take the wind out of the sails of the fan base. Y'all have to understand, when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all drive a lot of the movement. And it's real hard when one person governs a majority of the fan base. Guess what? There's people that hate male. There's people that are neutral on male. But those two groups are the minority. Now, over time, you may see more people go over to either the male hate train or the neutral. That still ain't gonna outweigh the majority who's still for male, which is the problem they having. Y'all can go back and watch my other video. Maybe I'll tag it. You can't insult the intelligence of your audience and think there's not going to be a backlash. They tried to blame the millimeters. Look how well that worked out for them. Don't work too well. You said, winter follow-up question. Have you heard of a complaint of the cast from Hollywood Divas, the encore, the next 15 before joining the cast or while filming the show? They spoke of similar experiences. No, I did not know. I did not know. And y'all, I'm going to be honest. I take full responsibility for not doing my homework when it came to reality TV. I literally came on here just as ignorant and green as the day is long. Okay, y'all, please hear me when I say this. I take full responsibility for not doing my homework and not educating myself on what reality TV really is in its totality. What I will say, that is still not excuse the blatant foolishness that I experience. And I will always stand on that. Do I take responsibility for not doing my homework? Absolutely. Do I take responsibility for engaging in the back and forth on the show? Absolutely. Do I take responsibility for the shade I threw? Absolutely. Still don't excuse the foolishness that was allowed. It also still don't excuse some of the blatant disrespect and verbal, emotional, and mental abuse that I experienced. You don't get the right to tell me that it didn't happen. That's no different than y'all sitting here talking, well, Mel isn't innocent. Winter, you aren't innocent. Winter, you played, you did. I never said I didn't. Still don't make it right. It still don't make it right. Okay, I'm trying to get to some of y'all's questions. I want to be fair. Where, Lord Jesus, where did y'all talking a lot? And I done missed where I am. Shoot. You said, I literally said it today. Chef Don Don. I don't think you can insult the intelligence of your audience. It's not fair. Not the millimeters ain't nothing to be played with. I thought y'all was good with Shanita and Sonny. I thought y'all was good with Shanita and Sunny from what I understood. It'll be, so it's like Ashley told me they were blindsided by me doing Queen Sheba. Was I supposed to give an announcement? Was I supposed to ask for permission? That's weird. I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do as an adult. To Latrice, my question is, I thought the millimeters are good with Shanita and Sunny. That's my understanding. Hey V Jackson, you said we don't have a problem with Shanita and Sunny. We have opinions just like they do, in my opinion. We don't all have to agree, and that's fine. I don't disagree. You said Facebook is a bloodbath. What happened? Well, some of the cast members be in them comments as fake pages on Facebook. I'm telling y'all now. Some of the cast members be having fake pages. And being at there were no women producers on Love and Marriage Huntsville. You sure about that? We had 3. We had women producers on ours. Heck, I could name 3 by first name. Are y'all sure about that? I would have to see, because I don't know about that. I mean, they do use a different production company than we do, but we had 3 of them. I'm counting my mind right now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we had 3. So I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't. Oh, y'all. My studio session is about to end. I have 2 hours, and I've been on here 1 hour and 40 minutes. Well, Saints, hate to end this live, but some of them being those Facebook pages using a real page. Well, that's interesting. Oh, you said people have a problem. Who asked when Dr. Shanita asked for prayers? Oh, Lord. Help us, Lord. I got 20 minutes left, and it's going to shut me down. Anyway, still be some clowns on these shows, and still be some counterfeits lying. And yes, these people are some pretty little liars. Not all of them. I'm not saying everybody is a pretty little liar, but a lot of them are. On these reality shows, people lie. And a lot of them pretend and play in y'all's face, and they hope that y'all dumb enough to not peep game and then be shocked to high heavens and call y'all bullies when y'all figure it out and peep that they lying. A couple of them, yes, a couple of them I did feel like, and I still view them as friends, but I did learn that some of them weren't. And even the ones that I think are my friends, Jacqueline, they still have a job to do. So I'm very cautious about what I tell folks. In fact, I have code words with one of my producers that are friends. That is my friend. They know not to go report nothing that I said. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Pacino. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for everyone that did a super chat. Everyone that sent a cash app. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Watch somebody in their raggedy self gonna be like winter on there asking for cash apps. Say what you will. That we gonna grow this channel in Jesus' name. And come over here if you want to. Add to the views and add to my tally and my payout every month. You come on here talking crazy, you're still gonna get blocked. You said mad that we are critical thinkers. Come on now. You preaching, W. Payne. Mad that people can use the God-given common sense. Please. Well, this has been fun. All right. Listen here. Icy Insiders. Y'all know we got an appointment. So I believe he was not happy that she left. Juice, I don't believe he was happy that she left. I don't believe that. I don't believe he was happy that she left. But, to Monique's credit, she peeped game as well, and she wasn't going to let them pimp her story for pennies. Got to respect the hustle. I ain't mad at her. Which is why I'm going to sit my happy butt on YouTube and make my money this way. Guys, I'm also working on my vlog. Y'all, so much footage, but I'm also dropping that as a premiere today as well. So I'll probably watch it with y'all once I drop it. But please turn on your notifications so you can see. So you can see when I'm dropping it. But my Icy Insiders, we're gonna have a separate little chat. And once I finish, I think I got Patreon set up right. I don't know. We gonna move over there because I'm telling you, these jokers be trying to strike your channel and such, and I don't have time for it. I just want to be able to say what I want to say. For those ladies that are interested in joining my community, please make sure you check out my Stan store. I do have course offerings now. I do have ebooks. You can go on my Stan store, purchase my ebooks. You can purchase my trainings, and you can also purchase courses to work with me directly. T-Talk. Sure. We'll have a separate conversation. But yes, Don, turn your notification on. And we'll have a separate talk in our Icy Insider chat. But I do have a few openings for people to work with me directly. So make sure you go to my Stan store and book. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for welcoming me into the YouTube. My boyfriend said my sure is shady. I'm not trying to be shady, but I don't know what else to say when people ask me things that I have a contrary response to that I don't want to give an answer to just yet. But sure. Sure. What's the membership fee for Patreon? Okay, T-Talk, thank you for tracking. Too feisty, thank you for tracking. Thank y'all for tracking. What's the membership fee for Patreon? I think my Patreon is cheap. $1.99, $4.99. It's cheap. I think my highest membership is $5. I don't even think it's over. I gotta go look. I don't want to lie to y'all. But I want to say it's $1.99, $3.99, $5.99. It's cheap, y'all. I'm not trying to run y'all's pockets. I feel like the thing is, if you create quality content and quality products and quality merch, people will support it and they'll invest. But I'm not out here just trying to make expensive stuff for no reason. Now, to work with me, I told y'all I do charge for that. I'm not even going to sit here and play with you. But for women that are serious about elevating in their business, that women that are serious about growing personally and professionally, I'm sorry, I'm not ever going to apologize for being a professional and having a lot to offer. So for women that are really looking for that extra added support and guidance, then yes, I do charge for that. I'm not ever going to apologize. I'm not ever going to apologize for that. So I charge. But when it comes to things like YouTube or Patreon, I'm not out here trying to run people's pockets with that stuff. I want people to be able to subscribe and not feel it. I want it to be like buying a cup of coffee. We go to Starbucks every day. We never complain. So I want people to pay their $4.99 and not even think about it. The thing about it is, if you get 1,000 people paying $4.99, that's a great return. The way I see it, if I can get everybody on YouTube to sign up on Patreon, $4.99 is sufficient. $1.99 is sufficient. You know, the math, all math's the same in my opinion. But my thing is, I know what people call and tell me. This would be the stuff. I don't ever dig up nothing, but people always come to me with stuff. Always. So I can only say sure, because based off of what I've been told or what I know, it may be a little different. All right, Saints, let me get off here. I love y'all. Have a great, glorious day. Like I said, go check out the Stand Store. If you want to work with me directly, you're able to sign up there. I believe that there should be payment plans. You said second day watching. I've enjoyed this again today. New follower. Oh, thank you, Doc. No, Patricia T, quit being messy. Come on now. Not say the name. Patricia, like, say it with your chest. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Bye.